Brad.
Yo, man, what's happening? It's your boy Piic Nasty, man. I just want to think I sound like mystical, you dig? This ain't even about that, man. This just what I do. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that boy mystical because I fucks with him. They say I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Huh? I'm throwed off. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. I'm crazy. Say throwed off. I'm crazy. I'm throwed off. Hey, let me talk to y'all for a minute, dawg. I'ma say a couple things and I don't give a fuck about offending y'all. I'ma get to your niggas how I'm supposed to be. Cause y'all told to see. And your niggas keep looking, but they never gon' find nothing close to me. I do my own thing. I got my own swag. Don't miss the code, but pick. Bitch, I got my own tag. P-double. I see. Place a nigga ass in the intensive care. If you try me, they say I'm crazy. Throwed off like mystikal. I'm out my mind. Put me in the booth, turn the beat on, let me show you how I post the sign. Cause I get down for this. Nigga, I'm gon' grind for this. Got too much time in this. Go out my mind for this. Crazy. Throwed off like mystikal. I'm out my mind. Put me in the booth, turn the beat on, let me show you how I post the sign. Cause I get down for this. Nigga, I'm gon' grind for this. Got too much time in this. Go out my mind for this.
Welcome to another Spit Don't Swallow Dripping Ink. We got our guy, Piic Nasty, first male artist
Yep.
to hit the stage and spit, don't swallow his words. Welcome, sir. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How you doing?
I'm great. Nice to have you on the show. Nice to have you represent. So let's go
That's
ahead
right.
and take off. Who is Piic Nasty? Can you hear me?
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear
Who
you
is
now.
Piic Nasty?
I didn't hear you. What you said that again now?
I said, who is Piic Nasty?
Okay, Piic Nasty is an artist out of Broward County, rapper, producer, engineer, all that you want to call it, entertainer. Just a jack of all trades, you know.
Okay.
I come from a long way, man.
How long have you been doing music?
I basically been doing music all my life, you know.
Hmm.
Started out like when I was 8. I started writing at the age of 8. First
Wow.
time I got in the studio was at the age of 14. And I haven't
With
looked
that,
back since, you know.
I feel you. With that said, have you Piic Nasty? Was that the first name, or have you went through several names?
Well, this is actually like my second name. When I first started rapping, I was going by Frankie G. But you know, I listened to Warren G, stuff like that. I wanted it all, like Warren G, you know.
Okay.
So I was calling myself Frankie G. And then I used to wear a pick in my hair all the time. The pick with the fist on it. So my 7th grade principal started calling me the pick man. Every time she see me in the hallway, they taking the picks out my head. So, you know, I go to the front office, she's like, oh, y'all got my pick man up here. So I changed my name to Piic Man because I didn't really like the Frankie G. I guess it was too basic, you know.
Okay. So, what's up, Cavent? Where you get Pitt Nasty from? What made that be developed?
Well, actually, like I said, when I was wearing the pick in my head, she started calling me Piic Man, and then once I started using that name, everybody was calling me that. Now, my name was Piic Man, which is spelled Pick, man. You feel me?
Hmm.
So one day, my father was in the hospital, and it's crazy because my father or my mother never was into my music, never questioned me about it, never asked me about it. Until one day he was in the hospital, and I went to visit him, and he just out the blue asked me how I'm doing on my music, which I had stopped doing it for like 4 or 5 months. So I told him like, "What you know about my music, man? Why you asking about my music?" So he like, "I want to know how you doing in it." So I told him I haven't been doing it for a few months because I was getting tired of people playing and taking my music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So he in turns told me, "Never let another man stop you from doing what you got to do." And when he said that to me, I kind of like asked him what he meant by that. And then the nurse came in and said visiting hours was over and that we had to come back tomorrow. So he said, when you come back tomorrow, we would talk about it. So the next morning, I get up, I go to work. Around lunchtime, my mom called up to my job and said the hospital called and said, "You need to come up to the hospital because my dad just been placed in intensive care."
Oh, wow.
So by the time I get up there, he's already passed, you know.
Sorry to hear that.
So I write a song about it. And in the song, all I can remember is my mom calling saying that he was placed in intensive care. So I write the song about it. And in the song, I'm good on pronunciations, capitalizing, beginning letters and stuff like that. So when I wrote the song and I put placed in intensive care in the song, as I'm reading it and rapping it, I realized the beginning letters are Piic,
Wow.
which spells pick. And my name was already Pick Man, Pick. So now as I'm seeing these letters, it's Piic placed in intensive care, and it still spells pick. So I feel like my father was trying to tell me something. So now I go with the pick placed in intensive care. And I always
Yeah.
said like, no matter what kind of rapper come against me, I'm gonna play some intensive care on this microphone. And that's
Okay.
what I stuck to.
It makes sense
The
because
name is
regardless
meant.
of the
I mean,
fact,
it was given to me
the,
when I
the,
already had it.
exactly, but it's a piece of you. There's a meaning behind it. So every time, and that makes me understand every time you perform why you go so hard because that name there's a strong meaning behind it.
Right,
And a lot of artists don't understand why they pick the names that they pick.
right.
So let me ask you a question that I ask all artists. Do you think you fall in the lyricist category?
But to be honest, yeah, because my lyrics they always have a meaning behind it. I don't just do music; I do it. You know, there's a meaning for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like the majority of my music is based off of my life, my situations I go through. So I know when I do my music, people ain't gonna do nothing but feel it because it's somebody gonna be able to relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna
Okay.
be able to relate to it. That's all I would do. All I do is these relation songs where people can relate to it. I mean, you know, a lot of people say you got to fake it till you make it. I don't know how to fake it. You know what I'm saying?
You're not supposed
All I
to.
know how to do is give the people what is inside of me. You know,
If you fake it, people gonna see it. People are gonna
as a
know it.
lyricist, I consider myself a lyricist because the way I do my lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
What do you want to leave behind, or what do you want the people to know about Piic Nasty? What's his legacy?
First thing, you know, I'm a good person, right? I'm a people person. Everybody get along with Pick. Everybody love Pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know everybody gonna have somebody that don't like them, but I always feel like I want to make sure everybody like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do no wrong to people. I treat people how I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
people always tell me, man, everybody ain't gonna like you. And I always say, yeah, they will. You know what I'm saying? I just got that feeling that they will. You know what I'm saying?
You're
And
not
I'm
made for everybody.
huh?
You're not made for everybody.
I know it. You know what I'm saying?
But they're gonna respect the music.
But that's the difference in pick. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, I'm not made for everybody, but if I can get in their ears, everybody will feel me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to like
True,
me, but they gonna feel me.
true,
They
true.
ain't got to
Because
like
I
me,
remember
but
the
if you
first
listen,
I
if you
remember the
listen to
first
music, you can
performance.
feel it.
I remember the first performance, and when you got off stage, I was like, "Come here." He was like, "What I did? Nothing. Come here,"
Right.
because I understood the song. And let me stop because I want to put this out there because we have convinced you watching. He's throwing out there that he wants to do a song with you.
And who is this?
That's convinced you.
You know who
I'll
that is?
I'll send you the information.
Okay.
I personally know him. Um, we'll go from there.
You said his name is Convince.
Oh,
I think I know them. He sings.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you do. He sings. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did a couple of shows when I got the record deal
Hmm.
with Strong on Records. He was in the show that I performed in to get the deal.
Oh, okay. I used to
Yeah, so
when
I know who it is.
I started almost 6 years ago, he was one of the first artists that performed on my stage.
Yeah.
So, what made you write? Let me see which song I want to throw out and ask this question on. Out my mind.
Out my mind. That's a powerful song. Now,
Yes, it is.
like I said, when I do my music, I do it based off of things that I go through, situations, and then like I'm an artist, so I pay attention to other artists too. You know what I'm saying? So when I wrote out my mind, I actually was trying to explain to another artist that when it comes to music, there's nothing Pitt can't do. You know what I'm saying? And he was kind of like explaining to me how other rappers may feel like they don't see Pick or they better than Pick. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling him like, look, ain't nobody better than me, man. I'm out my mind. And when I said that, like a couple days later, I came across that beat. You know, so I got in touch with the producer, got permission for the beat, And then another couple days later, the song was dead. Recorded, mixed, mastered, everything. And I did it all myself. Like when I started writing, I don't stop. When music comes, like it flows like water. So sometimes I write and surprises myself. Like, damn, did I just write this? You know what I'm saying? So I always got this thing. Like my dad always told me, in order to be the best, you got to feel like you're the best. And if you feel
Yeah,
like
because
you honestly feel like you're the best, it'll work.
yeah, because you are your only competition.
Right.
And I
Like when
agree
I
that
first started
songs is,
doing music,
hmm
I had like a squeaky voice. I had a squeaky voice. You know what I'm saying? And then like when I first went to the studio at the age of 14, I went with this rap group. And one of the guys in the rap group had a mean voice. I'm talking about it was heavy and I wanted it. So I started like talking, trying to make myself hoarse. When my mom called me to do something, I always answer in a deep voice. And she's like, "Why are you doing your voice like that?" I'm trying to train my voice because I need this big voice that this guy had because I had the lyrics, but my voice was squeaky. So I needed a big voice, and everything is for a reason. So when I met this rap group at the age of 14, they're like, "We're gonna take you to the studio," and they did that. And when I recorded, I realized I had a squeaky voice, and I'm like, "No, that's not gonna get me where I'm trying to get at." So it's like I trained my voice over and over every day until I got the voice that I was looking for. And when I got that voice, it was no hold bars. I wasn't looking back. And it's like ever since then, I've been a problem for a lot of people in the rap. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Y'all ladies okay back there? I see y'all just
So that
quiet and
out my
just
mind
vibing, huh?
is because I was a
Yeah.
problem.
But look, and
That
I
out my
listen
mind
to
is
what
because I was a
you
problem.
do.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm, okay. What you said,
What you say,
Monster?
Mama?
I said I can't be quiet once in the blue moon. I can't be I can't be
No,
loud.
ma'am.
No, ma'am, not at all. You ain't on here for
No, ma'am.
sure.
Not you.
But I do when it comes to music. Like I said, ain't nothing I can't do. I do a lot of different kind of music. I go off my feelings.
Do you
You know, I get me a beat and I always try to write
do
what the
you
beat tells
sing?
me to write. But at the same time, I have to bring it from within. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know how
True.
to fake it. I can't write no fake music. My music be, you know, whatever I'm going through at the time, how I'm feeling. So that's why I know my music is real. You know what I'm saying? So when people hear it, they ain't gonna have no choice but to feel it.
You right. You right. Because I played the song last week, as we was tuning off, and one of the girls was like, "Well, who was that?" I was like, "That's an artist that I met that I work with." They were like, "When he coming on the show?" Soon.
Right.
What is the message? No,
Bitch.
let me rephrase that. If you can tell your younger self now, what would you
Mm-hmm.
tell your younger self so you'll be prepared for?
Stop signing the people's labels because, you know, like throughout my life, I've been on 10, 12 different contracts. You know, when people hear my music, they always like, hey, I got a studio, you don't have to pay no studio time, you don't have to pay for no beats. All you gotta do is sign to my label. And I was young, didn't know nothing, so that's what I was doing. You know, I signed to the labels. They get 3, 4, 5 albums on me, and then it's no more. You know what I'm saying? I've been dead like
So
this
it was
so many times. So,
it wasn't it
right,
was based off more of you was hot, let me grab you. And it wasn't a
Right,
loyalty of let's build and connect and get you now and then leave you where when we break off, you're still okay.
right. But see, it's like this
I
one
get
guy.
it.
When I like that I said when I first went to the studio, I was 14. I signed to that guy. The same studio I first went to, I signed to him. I was signed to this guy from 14 to 25. And like right now, this guy has like 16 albums on me. 16 albums. Each album has 16 or better songs. Each album. You see what I'm saying? I was writing 5, 6 songs a day, recording them,
Wh-
you
What are
know.
those songs doing? Are they just sitting there?
The guy who I signed to, he has them. And every time I like
So they're
ask him,
just
can I get a
sitting
couple
there.
of songs to listen to? He always say he ain't got them no more. But you know they do this throwback Thursday thing on Facebook sometimes, and then he puts up some of my songs. You know what I'm saying? So he's not the only one. Every label I done signed to, underground label, independent label, they all have music on me. You know what I'm saying? That they would not
You
give me.
they're not gonna give it directly to you, but there's a way to get them.
And then, like
The
I said,
legal
I was young back then, so
for the
I didn't know
music.
about the copyrights and all that. So I'm figuring they probably copyrighted all my music up under their labels. So I
There's a
just
time
say,
that
I just be like, I ain't worried about the music because I write too much. I'm like, let them have it. I write all the
I
time.
get it. Did have you ever done poetry?
Have I done poetry?
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I kind of like started off doing when I started writing at the age of 8. I was writing poems and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I've never really stood up and did no poetry speaking. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even call it poetry. It's more of spoken word
Right.
because
That's what I.
and that's what it is in the poetry world. That's the difference between a poem and a rapper. They fall into the spoken word. So, and I asked that because only three, 3 out of 8 artists that are rappers actually know they are spoken word artists. They are lyricists. And I think what made me grasp to you because you knew what your words can do. You knew the level of where your words can take people. And
Right.
in each bar that you start, the next one goes higher.
Mm,
And you can actually see that you challenge yourself when you're writing.
right. I do that.
And only lyricists actually do that because they know what they can do and they know where they can go, but they also know they got to push themselves. And when you push yourself, there's a surprise at the end. You surprise yourself. You
Right.
learn something new.
See, I had to push myself because like all my life I've been doing my music like nobody like in the family like normally you might have a few people in a certain family that does some, some of the same things. Like I was the only person in my family that did music.
Hmm.
So nobody else was concerned about the music, you know. So I had to make sure that my music was good enough to myself when I did it, before I put it out. When I write a song, I record it. If it's not good enough for me, I redo it, maybe rewrite it, put some different words until it's good enough for me. And
Hmm.
if it's good enough for me, I also feel like it's good enough for everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's the way that it should be because that's just like in the words. Okay. Let me ask you this.
Uh,
I need 3 rappers
you need 3 rappers.
that inspire you. But I need 3 rappers. I need 3 R&B, artists all as well. Men or women that
Uh,
inspire you to be to create what you create or what you listen to when you looking for something.
Oh, I was about
you
to ask
mean
what
the
your
main?
top five was.
I was going to say the same thing. Like she over here,
Yeah, we
you asking why we quiet? You
dead
doing the
or
job,
Because
okay?
nobody's
You
talking.
I mean, we
Y'all got
can.
next.
You out here today. You
yeah,
out
we
here.
don't
You
know
you
on?
mean
what is top.
you mean mainstream
Right.
rappers?
It doesn't matter what artists inspire
Anybody.
you. Anybody.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? That got me into music. When I was a kid, my mom and dad wouldn't let me play no sports. I couldn't play football because I was like, out of five boys, I was skinny. You know, all the rest of my brothers, they was healthy and stuff. My mom just take me to specialists to try to find out why I couldn't gain weight. You know, and then I was born with a nosebleed, so every time I get hot, my nose bleed. So my mom and dad wouldn't let me play no sports. So at the age of 8, I started writing about why I can't do the things that regular kids do. Why I can't go out in the street and play street football. I can't go play little league football. When dad felt like I get hurt, I told him, "Nah, I ain't gonna get hurt. I ain't gonna get hurt in the game." He tell me, "No, you ain't gonna get hurt in the game. You're gonna get hurt at practice." You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really do nothing. No sports, couldn't play like the rest of the kids. So that's why I feel like I was forced into the music because, like I said, I started writing about why I can't do the things that other kids do. That's what started me into doing music. So, I used to look at the Yo TV raps and stuff like that. So I started going to the mall, buying these different artists' songs. They taped with their song on one side and the instrumental on the other side. And I would take the instrumental and write my own words to it. So I started off writing like poems and stuff and different phrases about why I can't do the things that regular kids do, and it led to the music. You know what I'm saying? So I started listening to Snoop Dogg, Tupac. I love Tupac.
Hmm.
Mystical. You know what I'm saying? 8 Ball and MJG, different rappers. So
Okay.
now, like, I have
Real
songs
rap.
myself where people listen to them and say I sound like this
Right.
rapper. You sound like Tupac on here. You sound like DMX on here. You sound like Mystical on here. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen to so many different rappers. So now, when I listen to a beat, I basically try and see who I can picture on that beat. So if I hear a beat and I say, well, damn, I can hear Mystical on this, that's how I'm going to attack it. You know what I'm saying? I can hear DMX on this. That's how I'm going to attack it. Feel me? So I got a lot of inspiration from Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Death Row, period, anyway. You know what I'm saying? 8 Ball MJG, Scarface. I was basically listening to the people that was doing real music. Like I say, it's hard for me to fake it. I can't do fake music. So all the real music, that's what I was listening to. And then, like, now I'm not a singer, but I can tell a person how to, well, I want you to sing this like this, or sing that like that. You know what I'm saying? But I listen to different singers too.
Okay.
So
Like who?
pretty much, that's why I say when it comes to music, there ain't nothing I can't do. You know what I'm saying? Because I've experienced, I've listened to all this type of music. And like I said, I've never played any sports. I don't know nothing about sports. So all I know is the music. So when I got on the music, I got on it heavy. That's all I did. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, man, it's a lot of artists that I listen to that inspired me to do what I do now.
That's
You
good.
know,
Well, I have a question for you, Mr. Nasty.
huh?
Who is the artist that you you really want to collaborate with? Whether it's celebrity, local, who is that person you want to really collaborate with that you waiting to collaborate with?
But right now, like I said, since I like real music, I like Jeezy. I wouldn't mind doing something with Jeezy. You know, I want to do something with Mo3, but they took him out. You know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
like his music too. I got a lot of
Mm.
influence from Mo3. No, I just basically like real music. So any real artist, I wouldn't mind doing music with. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't too much been on the. I can do drill music, but I ain't really like. You know, that's not me. Like I just talk about my life and the situations that I go through. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of my music is not drill music. You know?
You don't supposed to. You're supposed to talk about what are facts. But I want to piggyback off of something that you said that I'm interested to know.
Mm-hmm.
You say when you hear a beat, you vision a mystical or Tupac. What song or what beat did you listen to and it was straight pit? It wasn't no inspiration. It wasn't mystical. It wasn't Tupac. It was straight pit.
Okay, I have songs like that too. I have a few songs I did for my mom when she passed. I got songs I do for family members when they pass or whenever they going through stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, my
So
music that
it's
when I'm
software.
speaking about my situations and stuff like that, it's all pick. But you know, I got a lot of fans that like when I do that mystical type shit. You know what I'm saying? So they'll ask me, my boy, can you do a mystical type song for me? You know what I'm saying? So, some people be like, bet me, they'll be like, my boy, I bet you $80 you can't do this kind of song right here. And you know, I like a challenge. I like a
Supposed
challenge.
to.
2 days
Artists.
later,
Shoot, like
two
money.
days later,
Anything
they
with
bringing me
money,
my
we don't.
money.
Hmm.
2 days later, they
So
bringing
Anybody.
that's
me my money because I done wrote the song, recorded it, mixed it down, everything, and I'm sending it to their email. Let me get that money, man. You know what I'm
so
saying?
technically that's a soft for you when that beat comes out. Because when you say you do it for family, it's a softer you.
Mm, a softer.
I'm asking because that's when I mean softer, meaning like you're more vulnerable to your feelings, to the
Right,
inner you.
right.
That's what I mean, softer.
And see, the thing is like I'm different. Like whatever situation I'm going through, I put myself there. So, I mean, I could be in a jittery mode, just feeling good, just chilling. But if I got to go to a sad mode to do a song, then I go there. You know what I'm saying? I have to put myself wherever I'm trying to create. I have to put myself there
Okay.
in order
So
in order to
technically you
create
can
it.
work the whole crowd and bring different emotions and different vibes.
Right.
I like.
Like I don't have to be in a sad situation. I can have a friend or something that just lost somebody, and they'll be like, "My boy, can you write a little something for me?" And I have to put myself in their shoes. You understand what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah,
how I create the music that I need to create at that time.
yeah. And trust
You
me,
know?
I understand because I'm a poet and I do that when I write poems for certain people. Before I can write it, I have to get their personal insight so I can take myself there,
Right.
so I can understand where they're
Because
coming
I
from.
feel
So
like I can't do it if I'm not there.
exactly. And if it ain't real, you ain't gonna get it.
Right. If I can't go there, I can't complete it.
Okay.
So all of
I
my
feel
music, I always take myself there at that time. It's like I got a lot of music that you haven't heard, so I'm gonna just have to
I
send you
know.
some of this
I'm
music
finding that
so you
out.
can understand what I'm talking about. Cause I know,
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to
like I
send
may
me
have
some.
confused you when I said, "Oh, I do the Tupac, whoever I can hear on the beat." I'll do that.
I know. Remember, I told you I like the songs that I do have and I listen to. They're three different songs. They're not the
Uh-huh.
same tempo. You gave me three different versions
Right,
of you, and that's what I liked it due to the
right.
simple fact that I can't pinpoint you or say what type of artist you are because you're a versatile artist. And I
Right.
like
No
that.
one can. Everybody always tell me the same thing. It's hard for me to tell what kind of artist you is because when it comes to music, I can be all over. You know what I'm
Oh, it's
saying?
not hard. You just give
And
me
no matter
multiple
what I make,
just
I'm
give
gonna
me
make sure
multiple
it's good music.
platforms to put you on and to be able to place you. That's the difference. When you know and understand music and you get to know the
Right.
artist, and you, if you notice, I've never been in a rush with you because it was always get to know you as an
Right.
artist, get the feel of you as a artist. That way I can put
Hmm.
you in the right place, the right setting, and to get the right feedback.
Right.
Just to
Yeah, I
put it out.
appreciate that.
Yeah, just to put it out there because you wasn't able to see the feedback that I did receive. Um, I had him perform with Under Spit Don't Swallow at an event in Hollywood. Zoe was there and she did leave, but she came back. I don't know if somebody was recording it for her, but she saw people perform and you got good ratings for your performance. She enjoyed you performing.
Hmm.
So I want to take time out and thank you for coming out and showing up and representing.
Ain't no problem. I love to do that. When it comes to music, I love to do it. Performance,
Yeah.
oh
All right.
my God, I'm crazy for it. You know,
Yeah. And the energy was
and see,
strong.
like my music sometimes my music, like I don't do try to offend nobody with my music, but I have to, like I said, my dad always told me, in order to be the best, you got to feel like you the best first. If you don't feel like you the best, how can you be the best? So I always said I feel like I'm the best. So that's like if somebody tell me who can beat rapping, you a Tupac. I'm gonna tell them me. And the only way
You
you can
supposed
prove me
to.
wrong is you go get him and bring him to me and we rap off. Other than that,
You supposed
I'm the
to.
best.
You
I
supposed to
shouldn't feel like
you
that.
supposed to have high confidence. You supposed to be able to walk in anywhere you're performing at and set a presence. That's how you leave your mark.
Right.
That's how you can intimidate a person, and the only intimidation about it is because there's something about their music that they see at your given performance. They see the flaw in theirs.
They ain't coming to see you over this. They coming to see Temptation.
So, and I always tell artists when
Right.
performing, do your best because you don't never know who's watching.
Right. You don't know.
You never know who's watching.
Yeah.
And if you I don't know if you saw me, it was a dude that performed and he allowed the crowd to come in his performance.
Right. I don't
You remember
I
when I
don't
pulled
brag,
dude
I
to the
don't boast.
side? You remember when I pulled dude to the side? I informed him that's not what you do. It's not their
Uh-huh.
show. This is yours. You are stopping your 15 minutes
Uh-huh.
of fame because you got every damn body on the
Yeah.
stage. And he came back to me later that night before I left. And he asked me, why did I say that? And I told him, you never know who's in the building. You never know who's there to see you. You never know who sends somebody. And on top of it, I am an A&R artist. And you just fucked me up when you had everybody come on stage. If you wonder, I stood there with the camera in my hand and I stopped recording. I didn't come there to record them. I came to record you. And if you're gonna have somebody there to hype you up, to fill in the blanks.
Right.
By me saying that, I said that to say this. Who was the dude with you?
You know, people that's my little cousin. He always, when I go perform, He always get on stage with me to say my back ends, just like you said, because he know all my music.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, when I got the record deal with Strong on Records, he was in the crowd. He was in the crowd. I was on the big stage, and he was in the crowd doing my ad libs. These people stopped the show, backed it up, and told me to let him up there with me. They
I
said
like
we
him.
need to get him a hype man deal.
I like
So
him.
anywhere I go perform, he always with me. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like him because
And then like
I wasn't expecting
do no
him.
bragging and boasting. I'm not arrogant,
Yeah,
but I just know what I can do. When I go to a show,
yeah,
I look at the rest of the artists. I'm not concerned on what they here to do. I know what I come to do. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And I go
And
out there
that's
and
the
do my
whole
thing,
thing.
man.
There is no ego with you. You're open for collaboration. You just don't want to do anything fake, and that's what it is. So let me ask you this: what is missing today in the music world?
Can you stay on my questions? Like,
I'm
man,
trying to tell you because it's
I'm
like
telling you what yeah, what's missing, I think, is the real music, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't
I
like
totally
really
agree.
like it's a lot of people like this lady told me once. The lady off of her name is Dawn off of Atlanta Housewives. She came to my
Hmm.
studio. My uncle and his wife, they was friends with her. Her name is Dawn. She came to my studio and she heard a lot of my music. And the lady, she was crying. She was like, "You got some of the realest music I ever heard." But she said, "You know what? You know who getting record deals right now? People that's faking it to making it, doing the little bullshit hooks
the
back and forth
mumblers.
over the same thing. The humblers." She said, "That's who
The
getting the
mumblers.
deals now."
The
So
mumblers.
you, so you got to
we
fake it to
just
make
talked
it,
about this.
and then once you make it, you bring your real
Uh-huh.
music out. But it's so hard for me to fake it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like a lot of the real music is missing right now. A
I
lot of people
totally agree.
that's not getting deals
I
should
agree.
be getting them because they got this kind of music. You
And I
know,
think that the issue is they're
not hating
doing
on the mumble rappers now, but I'm just saying.
Shit, I hate them. I hate them. I'm, I'm,
Oh,
I'm a big hater. Gucci hater.
right.
Coogee hater. I hate
The
it.
old and the new. Too.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's what it's
I
about.
like it.
Everybody's faking it to make it. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard for me to do that. So
yeah,
hard for me to fake
and
it.
that's the problem with the music. It's so much flooded shit that they speak about that they don't
Mm-hmm.
live.
Right.
At all.
I mean, with
They
the
So
court
portray those
cases,
that
I
night.
mean, they kind of do. I
you
don't know.
know,
And
Some of these
that's
rappers
some of
one
with
these
thing
court,
that's against
some
me
of these
too.
new rappers are rapping about their best
But if you
friends.
was
They're
living,
not
you
in a
wouldn't be in no
drug
court
game. They're not
cases.
holding no guns. They're not gang banging. They're speaking
Right.
about it. Put their ass in a situation. Their ass is going up under a car.
And see, they do it because
Or in a
this is what's
box.
making the money. This is what's making the money. Or this is what people want to hear. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said the real music is like that's what's missing. The real
I
music, the,
totally
the music
agree.
with the
I
feelings
agree.
behind it, the music with the
The
truth
meaning
behind it.
behind it, the
You know what I'm
message
saying?
behind it.
I can take my music, I can take songs of mine and let you listen to it and make you cry. I can do that.
Yeah, yeah,
I do
yeah.
this all the time. I can do that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember. I remember.
That's the
What,
music I like.
what? Let me ask you this: what generation of music would you bring back?
Oh, that's a nice one.
Right back. I don't know, man. I'm just stuck on the real. You know what I'm saying? Like
What generation would you say that
Tupac.
was totally real?
You know what I'm saying? Even like Biggie Smalls music. I like the Biggie Smalls music too. You know what I'm saying? You felt it.
So most likely the
You wanted to
90s.
back it up.
'90s.
The
Dang, did
90s.
you hear what he just said? You wanted to back that up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Nowadays, people don't even they just listen to music and they basically load the CD the song got a good beat, the people's happy. As long as they can
They
dance to
dumb
the
by the
beat,
drum.
shoulder shrug, move their shoulders to the beat. They ain't worrying about what the people talk about no more. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying?
Yeah.
No,
That's
because
why
they can
you
make a
can pretty much
TikTok
make
off
it saying
that.
you can pretty much make it
Right.
saying anything now. You know?
Besides music, because it sounds like you got a pit back there.
Say that again, mama.
I say, besides music, what else do you enjoy? Because it sounds like you got a pit back there.
I'm saying,
Oh
who
yeah, I
at the
got
door? Because that's what mine be like that. Somebody at the door. Who at the door?
Okay, for real. They want to
I
be
got
out
two pit
today. They
bulls
just
in
said,
there.
I've been sitting in the house for a good 20 minutes, bruh. I'm
Right.
going to need to go out to there.
Yeah, that was my cousin knocked on the door, so my dog started
I
barking.
told you. That's
Mhm.
somebody at the door.
Security. That's security. They know who at the door. You can take me out while you
Yeah,
letting them in. We'll be
Right.
fine.
they're
Please.
my protectors.
Please
They're
and
my
thank you.
Yeah.
protectors.
That's what they supposed to do. That's what they supposed to do. They protecting and serving. They said,
They
I'm
are.
served my way. Now it's time for me to go out the door. Let me stretch my legs. I gave you my 10 minutes. Say
Right. See,
hi.
I live
Walk to
alone.
your
I
seat.
live alone, so I gotta have some kind of protection, you know?
Hey, I don't blame
That's
you.
it.
I love my pits.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that kind
So
of music is like missing, man. You know?
it is. It is.
And
It's
I got
missing.
it. And I got that kind of music. It's just that some people don't like to give me a chance. When I do get a chance, they always try to get over on me. You know what I'm saying? Like when I
Everything.
got the deal with
Yeah.
Strong
Every,
Arm, they tried to get over on me. I got a single deal with Strong Arm. They wanted me to like. They were trying to see if I had more music to do a whole album deal, but I wouldn't let them know that I had enough music. I got thousands of songs, but I didn't let them know. So all they heard was that Out My Mind. That's when I got the record deal off the Out My Mind. They gave me a single deal for $1 million. They were giving me 350,000 up front. And then the dude who I got the deal through, they gave him 40,000 for a finder's fee. And then he tried to get me to sign to him for the 40,000. I'm like, no, man, I'm not doing that. And when I refused that, or he went to the record company and told them all this bad shit about me, and they took the deal. You know what I'm saying? Told them I was troublesome and all that right there.
But when
So
you
it's
know
like,
your worth, you ain't gonna jeopardize what you can bring. So I
right,
respect what you did as an artist. I'm not gonna
right,
put myself in a predicament where I'm gonna lowball myself knowing that I have everything that you need. So I
right.
can't do nothing but respect. Hey, you can go ahead and get this mumbling music for the
Yep,
40K in the bullshit. But if you
yeah,
authentic in your craft, they can't do nothing but respect it.
yeah. Then how you gonna like try to? Come on, man. These people give me $1 million, 350,000 up front, and you gonna tell me to sign to you for 40,000? That's all you got for me? No, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then they want to argue with you about your masters later on in life. Then you got to
Yeah.
pull a Diddy and Irv Gotti.
Right. They go try to get them back. Yeah.
And then see, like people just be out for anything. Cause I got a couple of fans that was like, "Man, I would have took that. I would have signed for that 40,000." No, man, I'm not gonna do that. I know what I'm worth, man.
that's fast
I know what I'm
money.
worth. They were trying to
I
give me $1 million for a whole album. I was supposed to
I'll
get to
tell
get
a
me $1 million
person quick.
for a single. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
I know
tell a
what I'm
person
worth.
quick. I'll take slow money rather than fast money because that fast money gonna come in one whop and leave. That slow
Right.
money is gonna come and you gonna
Right.
go around in a circle of what you got in that fast money, but that residual income is gonna consistently keep coming.
Yeah.
I like
I'm
royalty.
If I'd
yeah,
have took
I
that
like it.
40,000, it would have been gone as quick as he gave it to me. You see what I'm saying?
yeah. It would have been gone as a blink of eye because you got to take care of mama. You got brothers and sisters. You got to take care of them. That's already gone.
Yeah.
What you got left?
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So,
Shit, Uncle Sam go get his cut before you even do the church tithes and offering. So, you did what
Wait.
you had to do.
right. And
Before it
like I
hit your
said, I
account.
got fans that tell me I should have took the 40,000, but I know what
But
I'm
these
worth.
are
And I
people
know I'm
who
better
don't.
than that. So I
Who
rather
don't
deal
know?
with nothing than to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the whole thing is you're trying to leave a legacy. You're trying to leave your name in stone. You're
Right.
not trying to leave something where it's a one hit wonder. You know how many good artists that had fabulous songs, hits, and they made that one song, and them people are gone off this planet.
Right. No
Mm-hmm.
more.
It's not worth it. On top of it, they can't even sign to anybody else.
Because they
And then
lost.
it's like I got my nephews and my little cousin that I'm producing for now. You know what I'm saying? So I still got time. I got things to fall
Yeah.
back on.
I'm
My
sorry,
nephews
you
and stuff, they
forgot
young. You know what I'm saying?
you don't know who you talking to, do you?
Yeah.
My mind already done click clack clack when you said certain songs to another thing and you couldn't get it. You can't get it, but I know somebody who can talk for you to give you
Yeah.
some of your music back.
Yeah. I'm talking about I got so much music that they didn't want to give me back. I'm telling you, this dude, I was signed to this dude for 14 to 25, man. This
Listen,
dude got 16 albums of mine and won't give me
listen,
none of it, you know?
listen, and it's funny
And that's a whole lot of
because
songs, man.
it's funny because before we start the show, the person I'm referring that can actually speak and try to work out that deal was like, I need to talk to him ASAP. Um, yeah, that might be something that you can be able to get. Maybe not all, but at least some.
Or we can still go the Ice Cube route if you need us to. I'm just saying.
And
I,
she is about
I
that
say
life.
no. Now Frankie gonna rob the bank.
I'm not gonna rob the bank. I'm just gonna borrow it and never take it back.
And then
She
look
just
though,
gonna
see my
shook.
thing,
She gonna
my thing
shake
is
the
too though,
bank.
like
This here
all I do
object
is
joint.
music. I
I
ain't never
get
played
it.
no sports, so I take my music serious because that's all I do. But I
Because
come to
that's your
that point to where like I don't even really worry about it because I write too much. I write all the time
I get
and I
it.
know how to
I
do it.
get it.
A lot of
I
I
people
get it.
understand.
do music
You
but don't
understand, but
know how
Michael
to do it.
Jackson
I
wrote
know how to do it.
But Michael
I
Jackson
get it.
wrote a lot too, and I still want all my. I
Right.
want my masters. I
I
You're
want
want
my
right.
that.
You're
40
right.
acres and all the mules and the little white man. Who that nigga on that name with all the masters? That's what you
Nigga,
need.
that nigga hold that
And on top
bag.
of it, think about it. With all the music that you do, you can give it to somebody else to sing, to rap. You can be the underground writer. There's so many things that obstacles you can actually go and do and play with. But let me ask you this. If you were to leave your legacy tomorrow, what would it be? If you can leave your mark where people can remember you and you can actually create it, what would it be?
If I could leave my mark,
Yeah.
you mean as in like music?
Meaning as the whole craft, the whole Piic Nasty, because regardless that you are a artist, there's something behind that. There's a businessman behind that. It's more
Right.
to Pitt than
You
music.
see,
And we haven't got into that. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I need you to open up the door and let the people know what all creativity that you do. I know you threw at me the day that you have a business.
yeah, I have a car wash. I wash cars. It's like cleaning, period. I'm a cleaning man. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you have
So
a Facebook page or what can the people reach that don't know you so you can get you some more followers?
they can go on my Facebook page. I don't have a business account Facebook page up under my car wash. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fine.
But my car wash is at my house. My car wash is at my house along with my studio. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's where my car wash is. The business is here at my address. It's called Mr. Will Wash Detailing. So the music and the car wash. One thing about me, I love to see a smile on somebody's face. If I could take your vehicle and make it look just like it looked when you first bought it, and just to see that smile on your face,
Now, let me go to my
Oh
Facebook
man.
right now and get this.
But girl, I'm about to cut. Look, I'm
That's
about
an
to get my
uplift to
car
me.
washed and cut an album right in the studio at the same
Right.
time. I'm there for three
I'm trying
hours.
to tell you now. I'm trying to tell
Three
you. Look,
hours. I done do
I
that
have people
damn
that do
car
that
wash.
now.
Right.
I
Because
have
it's
people
hard
that
out
do
here
that.
for
Come get their
pimp,
car
you know.
wash and record. I have people that do that. You know
That's
what I'm
what it
saying?
seems like I'm gonna have to do. Get my car washed, go in there, drop a quick 16, come back
Right.
out. Next thing you know, I'm playing it in the car.
And look, ain't
Okay.
nobody
Yeah.
washing cars. Ain't nobody washing cars like Pitt. I'm telling you. See, the thing about me, when I do something, I do it. I put all my craft into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go the extra length. I'm gonna go where nobody else go at. You know what I'm saying? Things that people don't do when they wash cars, I do it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what make when I watch somebody's car, they like, oh man, you got this thing so right, man. Look at my inside. You know what I'm saying? So I stand behind it. That's my step. I got to stand behind it. When it comes to washing cars and doing music, I stand behind it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like nobody better than me, and I'm not arrogant. I don't brag. I don't boast. It's just that I know when you know what you can do, ain't nothing can stop it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to
You
brag.
in
You don't
your
have to
own
boast.
lane.
None of that.
Right.
You
All
in
I
your
know
own
is
lane.
I know what's gonna happen if you bring that car to me. I know what the reaction gonna be. When people come to my studio and record their music, before I mix it and master it, I already tell them I can hear this finished already. Oh, this gonna sound like this thing gonna sound like that. And then when I finish it and give it to them, they be like, "My boy, you called it right out," because I know it. I know music. I know how I'm supposed to be did. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga say he gonna make it nasty either way it go.
Either way it
Right.
go, it don't even matter. Either way it go, I know you ain't gonna be disappointed. You know,
What is it that you want to do that you have not done yet?
travel.
Soon
I
come.
ain't travel. I ain't did that with
Soon
my
come.
music anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like
Soon come.
they
Man finna
always
have a
say,
sprinter. He finna get
like
a sprinter with the whole car detail in the studio on it mobile.
I'm trying to
Soon
tell
I'm just
you
come.
putting it
now.
out there for you. Just put
Look,
it
like
out there.
Soon come.
people always say, if you want to come up, you got to leave your neighborhood, cause they ain't gonna do nothing but hate on you there. And majority of your friends, they don't want to pay for your CD when you press up a CD. They want you to give it to them for free. But if you go somewhere else, these people don't have no problem buying it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a stage killer. You know what I'm saying? So all open mics I done did here and wherever. If I was to go to Atlanta and do an open mic, it's like I'd probably get a deal right there because they gonna love it. And you know what I'm saying? You already know how Atlanta love the down south music or whatever, you know. These
Mm-hmm.
people hear my music, somebody gonna be trying to get in touch with me, you know what I'm saying? That's anywhere I go at it before, except for here, cause everybody here just want stuff for free. They don't want to give you a chance or whatever, you know.
And
So, but I
I
never had
wouldn't
the chance
say
to travel with
everybody.
music.
I wouldn't say
No, not
everybody,
everybody now.
but
Not everybody.
because as a promoter and a person who scouts music, I go into
Mhm.
different spots. I go in places where they don't expect me to go, meaning
Right.
a Caucasian bar, a white bar, Spanish bar.
Uh-huh.
I'll go in there and vibe because you never know what artist is in those as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't go in and say who I am. I go in, I chill, I relax, I vibe. If it's someone that catches my eye, I pull them to the side. But
Right.
when it comes down to music, you have to find your niche. The niche is not necessarily the music, it's the crowd. Most artists, there's two things that they usually mess up on. They don't know who they are as a artist, so they don't know what music and what beats are best for them. Secondly,
Right.
they don't know their crowd, so they go to any and everything and expect everybody to love your music. You can go into a club that's 21 and older. They'll
Uh-huh.
love some booty shaking shit. But you can't really take that into
Right.
35 and older. All depends on the vibe in the night. And they don't want to hear it all night.
Right.
So you got to know as an artist when you're going into a certain atmosphere, you got to know what music is going to snatch that crowd or have something versatile for all groups. And I notice artists will come in with this disrespectful music, and I call it disrespectful due to the simple fact it's more cussing in there than the message that you're delivering. You're calling a girl a hoe and a bitch more than the message you're delivering. Only thing I understand and I remember is hoe and bitch and drugs,
Right.
and I don't understand the purpose of your fucking song.
I
Stop
know
it.
that's right. And you mumbling.
Right.
And you're mumbling. You
And
want to
kept
jump
the
out
crowd going.
You want to
There it
jump
is.
in high, but your message is not clear. I don't understand shit you say, and you're out of breath on half of the fucking song.
Because you
But that
recorded it.
real
And when you go
music,
live, you ain't got it. Because you
Right.
don't have your artistry. You don't have that the
that presence.
temptation. Yeah.
So
You ain't
I
got that.
appreciate art when I run into artists that know
Okay.
who their music is and who they are, and know it don't matter what crowd they in, they can rock it. They'll pull a lot of song that is multifaceted that makes it old, young, white, black. It doesn't matter. Everybody's gonna rock before that song ends.
It's gonna resonate
Right.
with everyone.
Well, I got another
See,
question
that's
for
what I
you.
like to do too. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So, what my question is, with the culture, how everything is moving now, where do you feel that you will be most impacted in, as in genres? Like, we know you're a rapper, you're a lyricist, but what group we know? Half of us is 80s babies. I know me. So I done listened to Jeezy. I done listened to Eddie Kane, Rakim, all of them, KRS-One, the best of the best.
She didn't say
Where,
Eddie King.
You heard
yes,
it.
I did. I love me some Eddie, baby. I'm with Eddie. But
Right.
I
So
want to know where you feel you're impacting as of now, because you are going to dealing with against drill rappers and just what it is now. What do you feel that your impact meant, who it really touches? Because I know, to us, I know from outside listening to your conversation of your track record,
mm,
you for the real niggas. I can't do nothing but respect that.
okay,
And
so
that's coming from me.
right. Okay, so like I said, when it comes to music, there's nothing I can't do, right? So as far as a genre, if they had a genre that was just listed for music, period, instead of saying, oh, R&B, gospel, rap, hip hop, that would be me because I do it all. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't sing, but I do R&B music. I might get me a singer, or singing female, or singing male, it don't matter. I might write the song and just tell them how to sing it. You know what I'm saying? And then, cause I like to do music like Ja Rule and Mary J. Blige, the male and the female together, stuff like that. I like to do that type of stuff too. So I am hip hop, but when it comes to music, I do it all. I got a gospel song. I'm not a gospel artist, but how I'm feeling at the time, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the versatile, that's what I would say, because at any given time, I can do any kind of music. Whatever music is on my heart at the time, that's what I do. So I don't consider myself a gospel artist, but I have done gospel songs. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as hip hop, that's what I am, because I'm a rapper. I produce this kind of music. I produce any kind of music somebody come and want to do. So that's what really got me into doing all different kind of music. Cause once I produce it, I feel like, hey, I kind of like this. I wouldn't mind trying this, and then what I go for it. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, if they had a genre, they could just say, "Oh, this person just musically inclined." Ain't no telling what they might do. That's the feel I have to fit in. You know what I'm saying?
I
Cause
like that.
it really ain't no
And
telling what kind
Ain't
of
no
music
box.
I might do,
Mm-hmm.
and
but it's gonna
listening
be
for
real.
that earlier, like you was telling us about your nephews or who's the coming up artist that you working with right now.
Uh-huh.
What is the discipline that you working with them on, as in getting into this in this game room?
Oh, well, the advice.
Okay, since they just starting out now, don't get me wrong, they sound good.
Yeah,
They sound
they
good
truly
rappers.
do. They do. I got a couple of
Now,
tracks.
it's especially see, cause they like to do the drill music. Cause these young guys, you know what I'm saying? They're young, so they like to do the drill music pretty much. But now, here's the thing: when they do, they got these certain songs they do with no hooks. They just write their verse and go. I kind of like that better because when they do that, like I said, they sound good. But now, the thing is with them, like when they do the songs with the hooks, majority of the time they not even talking about what the hook's talking about. See, I'm big on staying on topic, you know. So if I'm doing a hook about being in a script club, I'm not gonna write my verses about catching somebody slipping and busting them in the head, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to
Yeah,
stay on point, and they stir off a lot when they do songs with hooks. They tend to don't talk about what's in the hook. You know what I'm saying? But now they
yeah,
verses that they write, they sound good when they delivery and stuff like that. But doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta stay. They gotta
So
stay more focused.
I'm big on teaching them that they have to make sense. And I try to explain it to them. It's simple, right? It's like this. If I got a 8 bar hook, I'm gonna do me. Or if I got yeah, like I said, an 8 bar hook, I'm gonna do me 4 bars about something that I talk about in the hook. I'm gonna do another 4 about something else I talk about in the hook. I'm gonna do another 4 about until I got me 16 bars. Now I know I can't go wrong as long as I'm talking about what I'm talking about in the hook. I can't go wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? You got to pick things to write about out of your hook because, like I said, when they do their song with their hooks in it, their hooks be good and their verses be good too, but they don't talk about nothing that got to do with the hook. So that's why I really ain't like trying to put none of their music out just yet, cause it's a process. You
It's
know, it's a
they're
process.
developing.
I have to give them
and
grace
Developing.
because they're a reflection of me too.
good to
Because
keep
these my
training them.
nephews and little cousins that I've been trying to steer this music into since they was babies. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
They're still
So
finding themselves, so
yeah,
they're playing around
but
with
it's a
everything.
work. I
Yeah.
mean, Rome wasn't built in a day, so you know what I'm
No.
saying.
No. No.
So
Because I actually got a couple of tracks from them, and two of the tracks it was straight cussing. And the first thing I did ask him, "Do y'all got anything clean?"
you see what I'm
He was
saying?
like, "Yes."
Because they're young. They're
Yeah.
young. This is
Yeah. He
when
was
they
like,
know. Like I
"Yes."
said,
I'm like,
this is what
"Okay."
people want to hear.
Mm.
This is what people want to hear now. The cussing, the talk about the
Hmm.
guns, the mumble rapping, the talking about the
Hmm.
girls. See, that's why I said I like the real music because there's no more real music. Everybody just getting paid just to talk about what people want to hear. They faking it
Yeah.
till they make it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never
And
been that type of artist. So I be trying to tell my nephews and my cousins, like, I can't tell y'all what to say in y'all music, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to step outside the box. If
true.
you doing this because
Right.
this is what everybody want to hear, do something you don't think they want to hear and see how that turns out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Where
Oh, but like I said, they good, but that's my mission right now to get them to focus on how to write and what to write about. If you write your hook first, that's your main thing, which means this is your topic, your subject, your predicate. This is it. If you stay on that, can't go wrong in a song.
with everything that you've been through with music, do you regret anything, or is was it a learning process for you?
It was a learning process. You know, to me, I try not to regret nothing because at the time when I do it, I have to really want to do it. So it's like if I want to do it and I do it or try it, and if I fail, then I just got to get back up and keep going. I never stop. You know what I'm saying? So everything is a learning. It's been a learning experience since I
True.
started. You
I
know,
totally agree
since I
because if you
started
don't
signing to
do it,
different labels, since I started signing to their labels, giving up all my music, all of it has been a learning process. You know, like
but
like they say, you
sometimes you
learn from your
also
mistakes.
that, and sometimes you got to walk in a path to understand your path so you can see the light and the goal at the end of the tunnel.
Right. And then sometimes it's like, cause I used to be like this, man. I don't care what it is, I'm gonna do it to get my music out there, or to get signed, to get a record deal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, because I know my music, a lot of people would want to hear it. If they have never heard it, once they hear it, they would want to hear it. Now I like this right here, because I get that all the time. I get that all the time. Now I like this right here, so I know my music will affect a lot of people, good ways. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because it's positive. You know.
It's
Now I
something
ain't
that
saying I'm perfect. I got songs that I done cussed on. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
But it's not like, oh, I'm going to kill up somebody and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But you can tell it's your story. You can tell it's your truth.
Right.
You
That's why
ain't
all
just
my
cussing to
music
be
I try to
cussing.
make sure it's about me.
Yeah, yeah. And on top of it, your lyrics make sense because, like you say, they all go together.
Right.
Right. That's the
So
main thing.
let me ask you this because this is what I have not heard from you, or I don't know if you got. When would you? I'm not gonna say could you. I know you can. Do you see yourself putting something out for like old school?
Oh man, come on, man. You know what?
I have
Tonight,
nothing, so I'm trying to see.
I'm gonna send you the song tonight.
Okay,
I got an old school song, man. I'm gonna send it to you
okay,
tonight.
okay.
I do this. I'm telling you, when it comes to
I know
music,
you do, but I'm also going by, like I say, I only can pull from what
you
versions you
heard.
have given to me.
Right.
You didn't hear this man say he was Michael Jackson, got a catalog sitting in the corner in crates.
I'm trying to
He
tell
And
you now.
you
I'm
heard
out.
what he said, right? I'm gonna send it to you. So basically he understood the assignment.
Now
I
the
don't have
assignment
it.
was that man already had it. The man might be sending it to you while we live right
It
now.
was already out.
The assignment was if there was no old school, we're gonna have to get an old school done.
But you
Now that
already
he
got it.
has an old school, now it's just gonna be forward so I can put it in my drive to play.
Okay, listen. I know you done heard of the Elks, right?
Mhm.
Fort Lauderdale
Yeah.
Elks. They got them different spots. I got a song called "She Got That Fire." I would tell the Elks up.
Okay.
I'm talking
Okay.
about Ted up.
Listen, I do old school events. I
I'm
do
telling
old
you.
school events.
When I send you this song, it ain't gonna
I
be.
just don't do open mic and poetry. There's another version of activities that go on.
And then I'm gonna do the poetry one night too, though. I ain't never did
Oh,
it, but I'm gonna
trust
do it
me.
because I know I can do it.
You ain't gonna do yeah, trust me. When I open up a stage and I'm looking for a location, you are on that roster. My roster is already signed up and lined up.
Your name is
Don't set
already
you,
on
don't set
I know
yourself
it.
up,
Don't
Mr.
right.
Nasty. Don't set
he said
yourself up.
It's too
he
late.
said
He already
he
on there.
said
He on the roster.
exactly. He set himself up when he gave me the direct number.
Yep, you on the roster. So you might as well get it.
Because I'm
Uh-huh.
The
gonna
man
put it like
said,
this.
One, two,
"Oh,
three.
one
I'm
day
gonna
I'm
put it
gonna do it. You better start writing tonight, sir.
One thing
You
I'm
about
gonna
just
it.
put it like this. Now tell me if I'm lying out, Pitt. When I first spoke to him
Uh-huh.
and we talked and I asked him what was his schedule and was it okay for me to put him on an event, he said yes. I came back 2 days later. He go to the event. He was like, "Oh, okay."
Shoot, you should have seen the labor
I
and,
was
and,
right there.
and work today. I'm not even gonna lie. I heard the song last week. Me and Miss Peach was up here with our cups being lit.
Right.
So I was like, hey, put them on. She was like, well, I don't think I could get him. I was like, the word think ain't even in our vocabulary. Tell him that he on the night. And that's what's happening.
Right.
I don't do negotiating. My name is Barry Gordy. When I want something, I'm going to get it. And then she called me back and
No,
was like,
Strawberry recording.
he's on the show. I was like, okay,
We ready.
continue.
no, I'm on, man.
I'm like,
I
I'm
love
not
the
going to,
music. You know,
no, I don't negotiate with entertainers. It's gonna happen because it's about their craft. They're gonna be on it. They're gonna be ready like ready at any moment in time.
All right, my
that
Yeah,
part,
superstar was
that's the
off.
thing
I hear
too.
you.
See, you ain't got to force somebody that want it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
exactly.
got to steadily be on them, steadily be on them. If they
You
want
ain't
it,
gotta beg them.
well, they're gonna show you that
Right.
they want it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like me,
and
So
that's why I
when
was
I get ready to
telling
get
her
to that
like
stage,
he
I
was
want it.
viable,
yeah,
and that's why when we said it last week, I was like, oh, she played the time. I was like, don't play it yet. Wait a minute, my partner ain't here. Where my cup at? I'm okay. I'm with the vibe. Wait. She was like, oh, he really is coming on. I was like, I know. We already really had this conversation. I'm not worried about him coming on. I knew that was gonna happen. Next. It's Black History Month. It was gonna happen.
Right.
It was either we were gonna call your phone, and even if we had put you on the house phone, it was gonna get on today. This is what we do. This is spit no
Live on the
swallow.
house phone.
I'm
That's
gonna
right.
spit my shit. I'm gonna talk my shit, and we gonna handle shit because this is what we do. People want to know.
I know
They
that's
hear
right.
your music. They want to see the person behind it, and that's why we do what we do because we want to know
And
your
see,
story. Spit
Right.
your shit.
right. I like y'all already because y'all speak about y'all craft the way I speak about mine. You see what I'm saying? And you have to feel like that. You got to feel like you said, oh, when it's time to have work, I'm very Gordon. So you met that. You know what I'm saying? You got to mean it.
yeah.
You
If
got
you
to.
don't
You got to
mean it,
stand on business. You
it's
got to stand on.
meaningless.
Cause I'm gonna ask you a question. When you
You know?
first met me and we first talked, did you thought I was bullshit until I made that got that first flyer?
Wow, that was aggressive.
No, no, no,
Right.
No,
no.
it's just a question
I
because I
know
want to
you
know
what,
as they are as a promoter, because you can have a conversation with people and their trust is on a certain level. And I know he done went through a lot. So I know it wasn't based off of what I said. It was more of what my movement was gonna be.
That action behind what you said.
Exactly. So that's why I'm
and
asking the question the way that I asked it.
no, see, I know you was real about yours because that wasn't the first time I bumped into you. Remember, I told you I bumped into you at New Vibes, and people, I had just came to the club. I didn't know y'all was performing out there, none of that. But people
That last
was like,
event I
"Man,
did,
you got to
you was
get with
supposed to
this promoter lady."
perform.
Right when
You
I
was
showed
supposed to
up, I had people
perform.
telling me, "Oh, Pick, you got to get with this promoter lady, man. She in here doing shows right now tonight." And I'm like, I had just came to the club. Me and my cousin, they were like, "They doing shows tonight?" They were like, "Yeah, people are performing." So I already figured that I was too late. It was too late to sign up for performing because I'm pretty sure the list was already together. But you
It
know, when I
was.
came in, I enjoyed the show, and I was peeping you the whole night. You was making sure your artists come up and do their thing. So when I talked to you this time, I already had know who you was. You know what I'm saying? And see,
Okay.
everything is for a reason. Like I
I
was
was gonna say
trying
you
so
weren't
hard that
late.
night
You
to
was right on
perform.
time.
I was trying so
Okay, he
hard that
meant
night to
pass.
perform,
He meet
but it
before it.
just wouldn't
He meant
happen.
pass.
But then I come right back and bump right back into you. See, everything is for a reason. You don't have to
Yeah.
rush it or force it.
Full circle.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it's meant, it's gonna come.
I know that's right.
And when we bumped into each other again, I was like, come here.
Not
Aggressive
me
much?
right now.
Listen,
And then, like when we bumped
yeah,
into each other again, you made it happen so quick, quicker than I thought. I'm like, yeah, I don't mind performing. Next thing I know, I'm at a show. So I know right there, She about her business. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, she'll
And
put you in the chokehold real quick.
Quick.
I ain't
real
even gonna
quick,
lie.
like before I know
She would throw,
anything, we were
yeah,
just
she would
chopping
throw
it
you,
up.
yeah, fuck throwing the bone. She would put that, you know how Wile E. Coyote back in the days when the nigga stepped on the rope and he stepped in the
Uh-huh.
hole and he blew his ass?
Yeah.
That's that lady up there. That's her.
So I'm like, we were just chopping it up before I know it. She said, Pete Nasty, I gotta show you performing in it. I'm like, what? That's my MO.
And then came back because I didn't know Zoe was going to be there. Then came back and Zoe was a surprise. I was like, oh, now you even get to perform in front of a star.
Right.
Now you get to see their reaction
And then
and
one
what
thing
they
about
think
me
of
too,
your
right? I
music.
have done shows where I get there and the people they make me perform give me last, right? So by the time I get up there and get on the stage and perform, everybody done left the club.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I have performed like two, maybe three times with just three peoples in the club. And I
Mm-hmm.
performed like it was 3,000 in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give them
And
two,
that's what I was
three
about to
people
ask
the same
you.
show that I would have gave everybody else, cause they still paid
Mm-hmm.
their money to come see. You
Mm-hmm.
know what
And
I'm
that's what
saying?
I was gonna ask you, Pick. What
Mhm.
is your, I call it your pregame sauce moment? Because everybody have, like, they have that moment. They have their music in their head, or they got to have their zone moment. What
I'm
is
gonna tell you,
your go-to moment before you get on that stage?
I'm just in the club, just vibing. I'm telling you one thing about me, man. I'm so blessed with it. I don't have to stress. I don't have to practice because I know, like I said, I don't know nothing about nobody else. I know what I come to do, and I've never rehearsed or hyping around, jumping around. I just be laid back until they call my name. When I get up there, that stage is mine. That microphone is mine.
And
You
I
be
can
lucky if
actually
you get it
be
back.
on that because as I was recording, because what I do, I watch the background. I watch who he done caught. So I was videoing him, but I had it at an angle where like the people on the side of him in the back, they were standing. That second bar came up and they went to vibing. By the end of that song, that whole corner was over there mimicking the verses. They already knew
Yeah,
what the verses were.
Well, you
And that
you already told us Spliff Star was already there with him already. So they're gonna know the whole song because Spliff over there telling them like, "Nigga, this is the song, my boy." And that's a beautiful thing when you got a family member or even a homeboy that's not even got your back, but it
right,
is in there just just for the face. It's not
that
even about
right,
Mhm.
no getting no handouts, not no just put me on. He's there for the ride because he knows how hard you've been riding and going for this. So
and he's
whoever that
right.
cousin is, I respect him and salute him as well.
Yep.
yeah, and he's
Yes, ma'am.
genuinely there making sure if you didn't get the lyrics, he's gonna repeat it so you get the lyrics.
Right.
But
He
I
does
really
that.
enjoyed that show. It was a nice experience
And
and
then,
the feedback was actually really good
right. And then I'm so
because
like so confident in what I do, right? Till like when I get out there on that stage, like I said, I already know what I come to do. So I ain't worried about no other artists. It's like tunnel vision. I don't see nothing but that microphone when I get up there. You know what I'm saying? Even the other artists, I don't knock no other artists or whatever, but I know what I come to do. So when I know by me knowing what I come to do, it's like I'm not worried about what they come to do. They could be good artists, they could be better than me, whatever. I know what I come to do. I come to show out on the stage and get it to these people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I
that's what
do.
you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. But I do want before we close out, there's one song I want to ask you about. All I want to do,
Hmm.
break that song down or why it was created. What's the meaning behind it?
Okay. All right. So, like I
He got a
say,
smile on his face. I don't know if I'm
Oh,
yeah,
ready.
because this, this
definitely.
is this is one of those paid songs. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I got songs where, like when I write a song, I don't say I'm gonna write this with no cussing or I'm gonna write this with cussing. I just write. Whatever comes out, comes out. Now I done did songs with no cussing in it and didn't even know it. Somebody else had to call me. Man, I think I to listen to the song, you ain't got no cuss word in there. And I have to go back and listen to it myself. So with the all I wanna do, I was challenged. My cousin like, cool, can you write a commercial song? So I'm like, when you say commercial, what you mean with no cussing? He like, yeah, a song with no cussing. I'm like, yeah, I could do that. I focus on it, but I ain't never really focused on, oh, I'm gonna write this with no cussing, I'm gonna write it with cussing. Like I said, I just write. But now I was challenged to write with no cussing. So I told him, and he said, I'm gonna pay you $80 if you can do it. I told him, I say, I'm gonna do it better.
$80.
I said, I'm gonna do
But,
it better.
but,
I ain't
but
gonna
if
just
I
write it with
ain't
no
that bad,
cussing. I
I
said,
could
I'm
do
gonna
that
write
with
a
my
radio
outfit.
hook. I said, I'm gonna write a radio hook. It's gonna be a whole radio song.
And
And
before you started, Taz, I have a quick question for you, Pete.
uh-huh.
What is the fastest you ever wrote a song?
I don't think I never really like time myself. I know I done wrote 5 songs in one day a few
Mm,
times.
That
Shit,
For
take
nigga,
real. One
that's
dude I was
that's
dedication.
signed to, he used to give me
that's a
a
Weezy
CD
type
with five
stuff.
instrumentals
Right.
on it.
that's some Tupac type shit. Because one
And he
artist
say,
nowadays
once you
don't do
finish
it.
these, you come back. He used to give me a CD with 5 instrumentals. He said, you finish these 5, you come to the studio, we record it, I give you another CD with 5 more. So I did an album for this dude, right? When I signed to him, I signed a contract for 1 year. It was a development deal. My album was finished in a week and a half, and I did 16 songs for the album from scratch. A week and a half, the whole album was done because he was giving me a CD with 5 songs on it, 5 beats. He was making the beats. He like, once you write 5 songs to these 5 beats, you come to the studio, we record it. I give you another CD with 5 instrumentals on it. You write them, we're gonna do it like that. So the first CD he gave me had the 5 beats on it. I called him 2 days later and told him I was ready. So he come get me. We go to the studio. He thinking I done wrote like one song. I said, no, I'm ready for all 5 of them. He like, ain't no way you got 5 songs, my boy. I'm like, shit, me? I recorded 5 songs that night. You know what I'm saying? He gave me another CD with 5 beats on it. 3 days later, those 5 beats was done. So my album was
And
done. In a week and a half, he had to take a break. He was like, okay, we ain't gonna record no more. Let me just chill and mix these
no,
down and listen
no,
when I'm
buddy,
ready.
this what you mean when you hungry. When you hungry
Yeah.
in your craft, they gotta keep it going.
And
Right.
he
And
told me to be ready. He told me, say, my boy, you gotta be ready for this now. I'm like, nah,
yeah.
you need to be ready for me, man. And apparently he wasn't ready. He had to take a week break. Just to, you know what
So
I'm
one
saying?
more
Like
thing.
I done gave you 10 beats in 6 days. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
got to do what you got to
when I
do.
get it
So my
right,
last question is for you as well. I'm pulling this out the ass of drink champs. Respect or loyalty?
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, big girl
say
stuff.
say
The
say
cup
what now?
talking. Respect or loyalty?
To who?
what would you
What is
rather?
I didn't hear what you
which
said. The
one you
question.
rather have?
What would you rather have? Respect or loyalty?
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, that's a Drake champ question right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to be loyal. I have to
I'm
be the no.
telling you.
I'm loyal to the
Listen,
group. I'm telling
I might have to go with respect, and you know why? Because a lot of people don't have to be loyal to you because you don't have to deal with them. But I feel like everybody should respect you. You know what I'm saying? So if you can respect me the way I want you to respect me, I feel you'll give me loyalty. You know what I'm saying? But I got to go with respect because you don't have to give me loyalty if I don't know you. If I don't deal with you, you know what I'm saying?
Loyalty fades.
But loyalty is very important, but the respect is due to a dog. You know what I'm saying?
That
That's
part.
my
So
grandma's saying.
I'm telling you, that's great.
I
Respect
give
is
you
due
that
to a dog.
respect.
And
Loyalty
just
All I'm
cause
gonna
they
do is
loyal,
respect you.
just cause they loyal to you don't mean they respect you.
right.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Just because they loyal don't mean they respect you. But if
Hmm.
you could respect me the way that I should get the respect from you, the loyalty will come. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got to like
But
me, but you can
I want the
respect me.
respect because you might not have to be loyal to me. Like I said, I might not deal with you in the way that you have to be loyal to me. You know what I'm saying?
True.
It just might be a
True.
high and by thing. Hey, what's going on now? I ain't seen you so long. In the way that you have to be loyal to me. But just high and by deserve respect. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
True. True.
Agree.
Oh no, that's just me now. You know.
What is the message you hope to deliver to people that's listening to your music?
The message I hope to deliver is, you know, you have to believe in yourself. Some people don't make it because they don't have self believings. You know what I'm saying? You could be doing something and somebody can disagree with it, and then you just lose all sight of everything. If you don't believe in yourself, then ain't no sense in doing it because it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. You have to believe in yourself. You know, so dealing with my music, I always believed in myself because, like I said, I ain't really have nobody behind me in my music. So I have to believe in myself. If I don't believe in myself, it's nothing gonna happen. If you don't believe in you, ain't nobody else gonna believe in you. If you don't respect yourself,
Facts.
ain't nobody else gonna respect you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. But I
If you don't
need to
show
ask this
yourself approval,
question.
ain't nobody else gonna show it to you.
I'm
So
gonna
it got
end
to start with self.
I'm gonna end it with this question because I gotta ask it since you opened up that can.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
I
Uh-oh.
gotta put it out there. Ooh, I'm glad you asked this question.
Ooh.
You put this question out here.
Mhm.
Tell these artists how important it is to invest in themselves.
Well, it's very important to invest in yourself, man. Because, like I said, the same thing. If you don't invest in yourself, ain't nobody else gonna want to do it. Because ain't nobody gonna want to get behind nothing that don't want to be behind themselves. Like I said, if you don't
On
believe in
top of
yourself,
it, on
if I
top of
didn't
it,
believe in me, I don't think you'll be dealing with me right now. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't believe in me, not you, if I didn't believe in me, I don't think you'll be dealing with me.
facts,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
I look for
If you don't
certain
believe in
artists.
yourself, what am I gonna do? It's like they say, God help those that help themselves. You don't want to help yourself, how can I help you? You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
and you're hungry.
I mean,
On
that's
top
it.
of it,
Just
you done put in the work and invested. A lot of artists want it. They want to be spoon fed. Ain't nothing in this industry is gonna give it to you. You gonna have to get it from the muscle. And if you got somebody that
right.
invests, believes, support, that's on your bandwagon, especially if they're not in your hood, you don't know these people, and they believe in you, that means there's a gift there. There's something
Mhm.
there. You grab the attention of a stranger. A lot of artists don't get that. They say you get more support from a stranger than some of the people that you know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Cause listen, like when I remember doing this show in Miami, right? The promoter, when she hooked me up with the show, she asked me, "Can I bring fans? Can I bring peoples and all that right now?" I told the lady just like this. I said, "Ma'am, I ain't bringing nobody with me. I come by myself. Don't nobody come to my show." I told her, I say, "I get the fans when I get there." You hear me? And I went to Miami, didn't know nobody. and got all the other artists' fans. They had to interview me right there the same night. They wasn't even supposed to interview me, but they had to. From the outlook of this thing, you know what I'm saying? I tore the stage up. I had other artists' fans over there in the corner at the table where we sitting at, and the people like, and then everybody had their hype mans on stage. I got up on stage by myself, did my thing, and they like, he got so much energy. We didn't think you had all that energy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Because
man.
you hold the key to the door of message.
Because I know what I'm gonna do when I get there. I'm gonna get the
Yeah,
fans when we get there.
you hold the key, and on top of it, true fans is gonna ride the slate. They gonna
That's it.
ride the wave,
They ain't got to
Mm-hmm.
know you. Long as they hear something that they like.
They
and
can
Don't
you're
connect to
lie.
it.
consistent. And you're
Okay.
consistent.
And then I listen, like when I go do a show, I really like to have my flash drive. I might have about 10 songs on there. Because before
Hmm.
I perform, I'm paying attention to the crowd, seeing how they vibing. So by the time they
And
get to
what
me,
they
I
want.
already know what songs I want to do. Hey, put that number 3 on and that number 5. I already know I got them because I've been paying attention to the
And
crowd. You
and
know what I'm
that is
saying?
what I'm talking about when I say you know your niche, you know your crowd. So you're scoping. That's what artists drop the ball at.
Mhm.
They go into these events, got these 2 songs or these 4 songs, and 2 of them songs. This ain't even the crowd for them songs. But you're gonna play them songs and do them songs anyway. Guess what? When you do, you already done lost the crowd. Now, when you look at your crowd and you know what you're working
Right.
with, you can adjust whatever song that you need to play. That way, you
Mm.
make sure that you are watched. You make sure that you
That's
get
like
the
when the
attention.
promoter be
Because the
saying,
last
"Oh, send
artist,
me the 2 songs you're gonna perform."
yeah, that way you know how to work it.
Like when the
You
promoter
get
say,
the
"Send
better.
me the 2 songs you're gonna perform,"
Mm-hmm.
I have 10 of them on my flash drive. I might send the promoter the 2 that they asked for. Send me 2 songs you're gonna perform. I might send them the
Mm-hmm.
2, but when I come, I got 10 more songs because when they get to me, might not want to do them too. It depends on how the crowd reaction is. I'm gonna make sure I
Exactly.
got the music for the crowd. That's why I
You're
play so
supposed
much
to.
music.
It's you supposed to because I look at it like this. Once you put it on wax, and it's recorded and it's out there, it's no longer what you feel. It's about the people
Right? It's what the
because you put
people
it out
feel.
there for them.
Right?
So it's for their enjoyment.
That's what it's for.
So you got to make sure you grab the ears and get the listeners. And on top of it, it goes back to me saying, whatever song I've listened to, the message has always been there with you. You have always delivered your message.
I don't know if I sent you that song I did for my mama. It's called Mother.
No, no, you
I
didn't.
didn't.
Nope.
Okay, I'll send you that tonight.
Okay. I got
Hey,
three
hey,
songs
hey,
for you.
Hey,
hey.
so we got the old school and okay, so that's two.
And we got
Uh,
mother, and we
right.
got
We got
mother.
mother. Uh-huh. So we got 2 songs that would be okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
y'all
might
just
want to
send me
go
your
ahead and send your
emails.
top five.
Cause I was saying y'all send me the emails, I can send them to y'all too. I know y'all want to hear them too.
And do.
Sweetheart, you're gonna get the emails. Trust me.
Okay.
We're gonna get
Okay.
them.
Trust me, I told you.
Right.
One
So
thing
go with
about
your
it, two
top
things
five.
for sure. This platform, everybody promotes.
Right.
So you
I,
gonna
I
get
don't
me.
promote. I
Mind
don't
your business.
promote. I don't know what promoting is. I'm a person that
No, it's
just,
a recording.
hey,
I'm
put
sorry,
this
that's
on the
my
radio.
problem, child. You got to
I'm not a
excuse me.
problem.
That's my
Miss
problem,
I'm
Berry
child.
Gordy. That's Miss Berry
I'm
Gordy.
not a
That's a
problem.
recording right there.
I'm not. It's gonna get played. We're gonna get it played. I don't negotiate about playing it. It's going to get played. And if it's
That's
gonna be
right.
something that's gonna make you bounce that ass or get that vibe or put you in a space where you need to be in that moment, we gonna play you like a fucking fiddle. And you gonna get them 30 days around here.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
I hear
But
that.
I
I ain't never
do
been a disappointer when it comes to music. I ain't never been a disappointer. So ain't worried
no,
about
And,
that.
and
and,
I've
and, and I've seen, like I said, I wasn't there physically, but I've been the outdoor chain. So I've been the one that, with Taz. Taz done called me and she was like, I want you to listen to this. I was like, okay. And then I listened. I was like, oh, this is who they need to collaborate with. This is A, B, C, and D. You need to figure it out. If you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it, but I'm just gonna open my mouth and say they need to talk to A, B, C, and D, and they're gonna work together like the Jackson Fives. And if they don't, then we just have the big group talk. And it's gonna happen regardless. Like I said, you rather
Right.
want me as Barry Gordy or Suge Knight? Pick your battles.
You know what?
You want me as Barry because when I turn into Suge, I'm not pretty.
It's going
Listen,
down.
Barry done being shook too quiet as it's kept.
Oh, Barry ain't no
Barry done
damn
been
Barry wasn't it. Okay, y'all sleep on Barry if you want to. I
Listen,
Look, I
it,
I
always
think
feel
Barry
like
scared
my
me.
music can make a difference, right? My music could change people's minds and stuff, the way people act. If they just hear my music, they act different. I'm telling you, I just believe
And
that.
you know what? And that's what the impact of the world needs with all the stuff that's going on in the not just the culture, but just in the world in general.
Right.
Because with all everything I've noticed, like today, congratulations, Ferg ASAP Rocky.
ASAP,
That nigga just got his ASAP just got off them
clear,
charges,
clear.
and like I said, with everything that's going on with all these rappers, entertainers, with losing lives, and just everything that's going on with the culture, what they just trying to remove in general.
Right.
Y'all, this is y'all platform, and we want to see y'all eat. We
Mm-hmm.
want to see y'all be greater. We want to see y'all in those with y'all sit up there and we ask you these questions because it's not only about something that you've done held in to yourself. This is something that you're gonna manifest.
Right.
We
and
Right.
want to
on
see
top of
y'all.
it,
Put it
it
out there.
also give the people that follow you a better insight because if they understand why you do and make the music that you make, they understand. They'll grab them a lot quicker because
Right.
now they know who they're dealing with and what type of artist that they're dealing with. If they
Mm-hmm.
don't know anything about the artist, all they're gonna do is wait for that one single. When they get
That's
to
it.
know that artist, they go get the whole CD. They listen
Yeah,
to
they
the
want to hear more.
whole. They
Right.
listen to each and every song. When that artist goes into that stage and play, even if it's an open mic and you got a local CD, there's gonna be somebody that knows five of your damn songs compared to
Right.
you going somewhere that nobody knows none.
See, it's
It's
like
not
hard for
what you
me.
do, it's
Like
how you do it.
I put
Right.
out singles before, right? When
Mm-hmm.
I put the singles out, people got mad because they like, Pick, man, ain't got time to listen to one song, bro. Man, you got to give me some music, man.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to hear one song from Pick. They
Yeah,
want to
because
hear
one, you tell a
songs.
story. You are a storyteller. You are a lyricist. When you can do a flow in the paint of, I'm gonna just throw out some CDs that I listen to from front to back.
Mm,
Scarface,
Oh,
Tupac, uh, um, I'm a Tupac fan, so I was finna call out a Machiavelli. But when
I was
you throw
just gonna say which one, who you was gonna get now, because I listened to both
all
of them.
I
all
listen
of
to
them,
all.
I was
okay.
both
all,
I
of them. My
don't get
Right.
uncle, my uncle embedded
all
all them.
NW, um, E40 them. Those are
Yeah.
they stole they told stories.
yeah.
Hmm.
8 Ball, they told stories. Those are
They
some of
did
these
that.
and bitch
Small house.
before you get
Right.
the CD5, you waiting on when the next CD coming. You going through the book because you're trying to make sure you learn all the words.
And see, that's what I am. I'm a storyteller. Like I said, you
Mm-hmm.
listen to my music, you can, I mean, I'm talking about from front to back. I tell
Mm-hmm.
stories. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what we want to know too. Where can we find your music? Can you let us know what platforms are you on?
Okay. Well, right now, I had Distro Kid, and I had dropped 3 singles that would put my music on all the platforms. But I just recently got into a situation, right? I spoke with Taz on it earlier, and
Mm-hmm.
I kind of been like, chilling. My disco account closed. I really ain't been doing the music until I bumped back into Taz. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what's your, so again, what platforms is this music on? I'm telling you, I get in Barry Gordy mode. You ain't gonna like me.
No, it's not
So
on a platform
where
right
we
now.
gonna
I
get
Trust,
go
this
to my
trust me,
music?
it
I
will
go to
be
my
back
intro
up.
skit back first.
He's reventing. Let's
Yeah,
just
I
use
Okay,
just
because
those
I
words.
already know he on OTS. I already know that. I'm not worried about that. We know we on all of OTS platforms.
so like
Listen,
right now, I would just have to send y'all the music because it's not on
yeah,
platforms right now.
trust
As
me.
of right now.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Cause
is. It's already on OTS. It's
right.
already be. Don't say where it's not at already. It's
Okay.
where it's going to be.
Yeah,
Right.
where it's going to be because it's already getting played on two platforms.
They're
Okay.
gonna say,
Well,
I don't
right
know
now
where
it's
the
gonna
music
be
is
wherever
going
y'all
to be.
put it at right now.
So
Girl,
where can people locate you? Where can they find you on your social
Oh,
media?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You know, well, Instagram and TikTok, all that. That's under Piic Nasty, but my Facebook is under my real name. You know.
Okay, but the people can follow you on Instagram and TikTok on the Pit Nasty.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
now, is it
Um,
spelled the same way? No underscores? Are we just peak nasty? Are we just Afro peak and just nasty? I need to know if I'm
Your
gonna
At
type
voice.
it
Piic
in.
Nasty. At Piic Nasty.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what it
okay,
is. But it's two
but
eyes in the seat now.
We already got picked. We already know what pick it was. You picked that up for us earlier.
I do want to appreciate you for coming on your time and giving us some deeper insights of
I
you as an
appreciate
artist.
y'all allowing me to do this, man. You know,
Trust me,
it's been so
we
long
ain't
since I
done
did
yet.
an interview or anything. You
We'll
know,
be back. Trust me. You
yeah,
know
Oh,
I'm
I'm
this
coming
ready.
is
back.
this was light. This is very light.
Oh, this was a light one, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
honey, this is your first debut, sweetheart. It's gonna. Woo! All right.
I'm pumped up. I'm excited, man. You know,
Okay.
No, don't get too excited because she kept it cute. I'm gonna really get to the. I'm Gail King when it comes to this stuff.
Cause
So you
you
kept
want
it
to put
light
on a
on you
spot.
today.
We come forward. We ain't get none of that.
one thing
Okay,
about
Peaches,
it, I'm
we
gonna
were
be ready
quiet
for you. I'm gonna
today.
be
Right.
ready. As long as you stay ready,
We
you
ain't
ain't
get
got
no
to get
spit
ready.
none for us or nothing.
Facts.
Okay, we didn't pick
Facts.
them apart yet. We would have pulled them apart like a pull for a pig. But today we kept.
Okay, I go for that. I respect that. Yeah,
It's coming.
I'm gonna be ready, man. You know.
Please do.
And again, I appreciate y'all.
With all gas, no brakes.
All gas,
Girl,
no
no,
Yeah.
breaks.
no fluid in there, no fluid
Y'all,
at all.
See,
No
I had a
rotor.
mixtape I was dropping called No
we cut
Breaks.
the line.
Huh?
Okay,
It's all
bitter
gas.
baby mama.
Hey
I
Angela.
mean, just none.
Not better
No
baby.
pads, no shit, nothing.
Nothing.
I know that's
Be
right.
ready.
Broken curb size, sweetie.
I'm
Be
gonna be
ready.
ready.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and end the show, but it will be loaded on YouTube. Spit Don't Swallow and a
Yes, ma'am.
Doshomatic. Don't forget the Fire Stick, StreamYard, and Roku TV. So it will be loaded up there. So like I say, I'll send you a copy once I edit it. But
Yes, ma'am.
I may not even edit. I think I'll keep this raw.
I
Keep it
don't know
So
what
the
raw.
people
it's
can
no swallow. We don't never we unfiltered, sweetheart.
We unfiltered. Spit,
All
don't
right. Come on,
swallow.
boy.
Mhm.
but we're gonna go ahead and let the music finish out so that people can actually understand where I was coming from this song. All I want to do. Thank you for joining me. Have a great night. Thank
You
you
too.
again, sir.
Good night.
Salute.
Night.
Keep the sun off like tint put on the window. Take a stand for you, but y'all made like Kimbo. I ain't saying I'm the best, but I'ma stand up. And I'ma say it with my chest, so I'm a man up. I'm the real deal, baby. I ain't here to play. I'm trying to talk to you. This what I'm trying to say.
All I wanna do is make sweet love with you. And I'm gonna keep it real.
I swear some here's what we should do.